Cafe Networking Podcast promotes successful business experts. I'm Tom Rioch, known as the King of Networking, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Today we talk with Jonathan Green, joining us from Clearwater, Florida. Jonathan is a lead generation expert, TikTok online biz and affiliate tips specialist, best-selling author, and podcast host of Serve No Master. So Jonathan, how to make money from TikTok within 30 days?
The most important thing is to start from the end, to figure out how you're going to monetize your channel. Because so many people, they build a massive audience and they go, well, what am I going to sell them now? That's the hardest way to do it. So you want to start from the beginning, whether you want to sell people lawn care services, you want to be an affiliate marketer selling courses, or you want to sell your own training or services. Start with that plan. Say, here's how I'm going to monetize and figure out what I'm going to sell. If you want to be an affiliate marketer, you need at least 10 to 30 offers that you can test, because not all of them are going to work. Once you've figured out how you're going to monetize, whatever it's going to be, whether it's $10 offers or $10,000 offers, then you want to build a channel that attracts the type of people that would buy that. So you now know the beginning and the end. You say, oh, this is the type of person I want to find, and this is what I want to sell them. From there, you're then going to do research. You want to figure out which hashtags, keywords, or other people's TikTok channels your ideal audience is watching. Once you say, oh, they're watching this person, go find their top videos. Download their top 10 videos that have the most views, transcribe them, and make your own version, a similar format to each one of those 10 videos. Do the same thing for the top keywords. You want to have about 50 ideas. Once you make these 50 videos, publish 2 or 3 a day for the first about 2 weeks. Some of the videos will do terribly, and some will do really well.
It is 2 or 3 a day.
Yes.
So quantity counts.
Absolutely. Every video is judged by its own merit. So if you publish 50 videos in a row, it will still do each video individually. They won't cannibalize each other. So there's nothing wrong with quantity. You can do a lot. Really, if you're trying to push, you can go as many as 7 times a day, but that's a lot to keep up. If you just do post 1 at breakfast, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner, it's kind of easy to remember. And what you're doing is seeing what people like from you. Because if you and I posted the exact same video with the exact same background, one would do well for you and bad for me, and vice versa, because people just like to hear different content from us. So people might like to see me sitting down or standing up or being outside. So I test a lot of ideas. 50 videos that have already done well in the past, you're doing your own take on each one, modeling how they do the camera work, where people are standing, sitting up, standing down, inside, outside, all of that stuff. So you match their format. Those 50 videos are your baseline. Whichever ones do really well, you're going to do more of that kind. Whichever ones do bad, never do that kind again. So now, instead of starting out from guesswork, which most people do, which is really hard, I'll post a lot of videos and something will happen. Now we're being intentional. And even if only 1 out of the 50 works, great. That becomes the centerpiece of your style. Most channels you'll find go through seasons where they post the exact same type of video over and over and over again. I've certainly posted hundreds of videos that are so similar to each other because it's working. When it stops working, you try a bunch of ideas till you find a winner. That's why you'll see channels that go 1 million views, 1 million views, 1 million views, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, million, 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 because they're testing ideas. Not every day it works. Even huge channels have videos that don't work.
Right.
So see it as an experimental process.
So really what you're saying is consider each video as something new.
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
as I see looking at your TikTok, you have sort of 70,000 likes. So people are liking what you're showing, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's the same person liking again and again. It could be different people liking.
90% of your video views are first-time viewers. So the way TikTok works is every video you post, they'll show to 200 people.
Right.
So if you have no audience, unlike YouTube, right? YouTube will not give you 200 views no matter what you do. TikTok will give you 200 views. And if you get enough metrics that work, which means you get a high enough watch time. So if you have a 7-second video, if the watch time is 7 seconds, or if the watch time is better at 8 seconds, which means people are watching past the end and back to the beginning, it's a really good metric. They look at that, the percentage of likes, and then the percentage of comments. If it does well, they'll then show it to 2,000. So that's why you see people with the videos say 2,000, it goes 200, 2,000. Sometimes you see 200, 400. So if it's right on the edge, they go, we're not sure, we'll show it to another 200. Then it goes 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. Then it hits 100,000 blocks. So that's how you go viral. So it's not.
So what you're saying is shorter the better.
Yes, the sweet spot is between 7 and 15 seconds for sure. While there are some people that can do longer videos, especially if you're targeting an older person, like someone over 30 can watch a longer video, where someone under 30, they feel like 7 seconds is a long time. But much more likely with a shorter video to have a winner. So that's really what was built around. Just like Vine always stuck to 7 seconds until Twitter ran it into the ground.
Right.
Same thing for TikTok. started with 7 seconds. They've added longer. You can post it. They allow me to do 10-minute videos. I'm never going to do that. That will never go viral.
Right.
You only want to use that if you have the video where you're selling something. So if you have a 10-minute video pitching your coaching offer and has the link to your offer, then you can pin that to your top of your profile. That's where you use a longer video for. Otherwise, you want to stay short and sweet. 10, 15, 30 seconds is really the top I like to do. Only if a topic is just impossible to do. Maybe I'll do 45 seconds. I've never done a video longer than a minute, and I never will. Because it's just not, it's a short form format. So you want to stay as short form as possible, like snappy.
Right. No, and I found that too. And then I send that over to LinkedIn, and then you get on Reels and you get on Short, and everything's short. But to that, I wasn't aware that 7 to 10 seconds was a sweet spot. So what you're saying then is learn to play.
You want to see it as experimental. We're so used to other channels. Like on YouTube, you're judged by the totality of your channel. Even if you have 1 million followers, when they do the 200 video test, they'll show it to 10% your existing followers, 90% strangers. They're never showing it to your entire existing audience. So most of your views are always by strangers, which is why you can make repetitive content.
Right.
Because it's different people.
Really. Part of the thing is attract new people.
So when you see it that way and kind of approach it with that, then you don't worry, because I'm always worried if I post a bad video on my YouTube channel, it's like, oh, it's going to bring the whole channel down. TikTok does not think that way. Every video is treated on its own. That's why their very first video can get 4 million views, or their 50th video gets 4 million views, because every video is judged on its own. That's why people love the platform, because everyone's given a shot. You don't have to have a pre-existing audience.
Right. Well, you make your own audience, or you find it, or somebody finds it for you. So
exactly.
Good tip.
They will show you every video.
To being found, how can our listeners find you?
Sure. The best place to find me is servenomaster.com. If you just type Servomaster into every search engine, all the results are me. And you can find my TikTok at Island Ronin, because I live on an island.
And there you are, right?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing the really great tips.
Thanks for having me.
Cafe networking is a short and sweet version, but it lines up. And again, we have to learn, it's follow the leader, right? Success is following the leader. It's not trying to create things by yourself, but I like that of following who's in the lead. Just study and do that, replicate it, and hopefully we all have success, correct?
Exactly.
So thanks for being here and have a good day there.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Okay, and for our listeners, again, more information about Jonathan Green. It's Jonathan. The last name is Green. You'll find him on LinkedIn and servenomaster.com. servenomaster.com. Cafe Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at focusmi.com. Talk to Tom, talk to the world. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Cafe and Networking Podcast.